Chapter 32 Functions. Functions are block of code that you can use to build a bigger program. You can add more pre-made functions by import modules. The word function and procedure mean almost the same thing. When talking about Python, we refer to function. Some people might say procedure. Turtle graphics. The turtle graph module is filled with functions that allow you to treat a screen like a drawing board and use a turtle icon to draw on it. A library is a collection of pre-written functions and code that can be imported into a project. Importing the module. You can import the turtle module using the import command. Start with the word from, then enter the module name, and then enter import, which means you want import from named mode, in this case, turtle. You can name each specific function you want to import from a module to import all the functions and the import command with import command keyword from turtle module name import means all. This means import all the functions from the turtle module. Moving the turtle. After importing the turtle module, you can use its function to move the turtle around the screen. The turtle starts out facing to the right. You can make the turtle move using the forward and backward functions. The default turtle is actually just a triangle that points in the direction it's facing. For example, you can make the turtle move forward 100 pixels on the screen with the command forward 100. Function parameter distance. This is what the code looks like. From turtle import forward 100. The command will open a new window and draw a line from left to right that's 100 pixels long. The turtle pixel long. The triangle at the end of the lines is the turtle. Pixel from picture element. Picture element is a point to the right on a screen. The small point make an image on a computer display. The left and right function turn the turtle left or right based on the direction it's facing on the screen. Both of the functions require a parameter for the number of degrees they turn. For example, to turn 9 degrees to the left, use left 90 function parameter degree. You can use the turtle function along with other parts of Python. For example, you could use loops to make some interesting art. A for loop that repeats 6 times along with the forward and right functions from the turtle module can be used to draw a hexagon. From turtle import, for J in range 6, forward 70, right 60. This directive tells the turtle to repeat the following code 6 times. Move forward 70 pixels, then turn right 60 degrees. You can also nest the hexagon loop inside another loop that rotates by 5 degrees after each hexagon is drawn. By repeating the outer loop 72 times, you can draw a 72 hexagon which 5 degrees rotated to the right. From total import, for I in range 72, for J in range 6, forward 70, right 60, right 5. Here's what the drawing looks like after running the program. Additional turtle art functions. There are many more functions in the turtle module that can be used to create fun art. Function description. Forward. Move the turtle forward. Parameter is number of pixels to move. Backward. Move the turtle backward. Parameter is number of pixels to move. Right. Turn the turtle clockwise. Parameter is number of the degree to turn. Left. Turn the turtle counterclockwise. Parameter is number of degrees to turn. Pen up. Pick up the turtle's pen and tracing the movement of the turtle. No parameters. Pen down. Pen down the turtle's pen. Begin to trace the movement of the turtle. No parameters. Pen color. Change the color of the turtle's pen. Parameters are named colors. Heading. Return the current heading, useful if you need to know which way the turtle is facing. No parameters. Position. Return the current X and Y position, useful if you need to know what on the screen the turtle is. No parameters. Quote. Move the turtle to a specific position. Parameters are X exit and Y exit coordinate. Fill color. Change the color the turtle will use to fill a polygon. Parameter types are the same as pen color. Begin fill. Remember the starting point for a filled polygon. Use before a shape you want to fill is drawn. No parameters. And fill. Close the polygon and fill with the current fill color used after a shape you want to fill has been drawn. No parameters. Dot. Draw the dot at the current position. No parameters. Stamp. Stamp the image of the turtle's shape on the screen wherever the turtle is. No parameters. Shape. Change the shape of the turtle. Parameters are arrow, classic, turtle, circle, or square. Even though some functions don't use parameters, you still need to include the parameters. Functions. If you are using the same piece of code over and over in the Python, then it's best to make your own function. When you make a new function, it's called define a function. To define a function, use this format. Then, started df for define. Function name. Name the function whatever you want using the same rules and naming variables. Add parentheses and either colon. Print hello, indent and add your code. A code of a function is to use a function that's already defined. When you call a function, Python find the function definition and run the code found in the function body. You can only call a function after it has been defined. To call a function, use this format. Function name, parentheses. Whenever you call a function, the program jumps back to where the function was defined. Run all the code is the body of the function, then goes back to where the program left over when the function was called. The body of the function is the indented part. The body is the code that will run when the function is called. Depth function name. Function name. Here's an example of a function that says hello world. Depth hello, defined function, print hello world, body of function, code that will run. Hello, calling the hello function. This will print hello world. Parameters and return values. Parameter and variable are similar because they are both used to store information. However, the parameter is different because it cannot be used outside the function. A parameter is data then provided as input from a user. Function can use parameters only reading the body of the function. That's because a parameter in a function is only recognized within the function itself. For example, you can create a function that converts mirror to feet. Inside the convert function, you can multiply the mirror parameter by 3.281, the number of feet in one mirror, to get how many feet are the specified number of mirrors. Depth, convert mirrors parameter name, function define, feet equal mirrors times 3.281, use the parameter like a variable, return feet, convert one, call the function and include the value of the parameter, in this case 1. If you try to use a mirror parameter outside of the function definition, you do get an error. Depth convert meter, speed meter, 3.s, print pit, convert 3, function depend, and here print meters used outside the function definition result in an error. Name error, name meter is not defined. A return value of a function is information that you can pass from the function back out of the main program. This is the function's output. To pass information out of the function, write return followed by the output data. Return value function output. Depth convert mirrors to a return pit. This will return the value of the pit each time the function runs. While the convert function defined, you could call the function many times and get a different return value each time. Convert by return, convert 234, return, convert 5234, return. To print return value, use the print function, is the function call inside it. Print convert function call. The program will print 3.281. You can also add text around the function call to give an explanation of the code like this. Print 3 meters equal convert 3 feet. The program will print 3 meters equal 9.843 feet. You can repeat a small chunk of code while using a parameter to slightly change for each use. For example, if a word game program, instead of typing please enter a noun or please enter an objective repeatedly, you could make a function to do it for you. Word, create a new variable called word and assign in the blank list. Depth prompt, define a new function called prompt. Kind, the kind of word the user will be asked to enter. Ask, please enter, plus kind, plus word input ask. The user is asked to be type of a word. The variable word is assigned to value of the what the user entered. Words, point to append the word. The value for word to add it to the list called word. Prompt on objective. The type of word the user will enter. Prompt nationality, prompt person, prompt plural noun, prompt objective, plural noun. The prompt function can be called many times. Ask the user for different type of words by changing the parameter for which function is called. The word list created by the user's input is inserted into the word game. Print computers were invented by a word, engineer named word. To make a computer, you need to take a lot of words, melt them down, and make word. The output for this program is a completed story that uses the user's word to fill in key details.